Yeah, well, Nick's a different story. Nick's a different kettle of fish. Well, here we go. So the A5000 is off. I can tell you that as out in front. That's Sam Rattray. I can know that off the running form, but we'll get the whole field. Harrison Jabinski is out there from Knox. Brock Hogan, Melbourne Uni's Josh Doherty, Essendon Samuel Duncan, Box Hill's Nathan Ueka, Doncaster's Sammy Rattray, Doncaster's Nick Finch, Williamstown's Jensen Wheeler, Doncaster's John Portwood. All right, Jensen Wheeler not here. Then it goes out to Will Leslie and then Francesco Chiancho out here as well. So the Doncaster 1-2 punch of Portwood and Rattray will get out there the best. Ueka from Box Hill not far behind him either. And Josh Doherty is going to tuck on that outside shoulder. So a little bit more compact than what we saw in the mixed B. But nonetheless, this group of four looks like they'll work pretty well together. Good harmony out there in front. There's a couple of sub-15 men out here. John Portwood, one of those. He's in the 1440s himself. And he's an absolute staple of Athletics Victoria racing. So the opening lap, they'll waste no time. 68, 69 seconds to kick things off. So if you're going to go for a PB, why not make it on a beautiful night in Doncaster? So Johnny Portwood leads out Sam Rattray, the aspiring boundary umpire. He sits there in that second spot. And it looks like it's the Doncaster domination really at the front end of this field. There's a couple just behind there as well. But this group of three now is separated quite quickly. Nathaniel Ueka from Box Hill will just find himself on the back of these two out in front. Just a little bit of a margin there to Doherty, but nothing really to be concerned about. Next through is Jabitsky, then behind him was Nick Finch. Now moving through was Leslie and Duncan. Behind that was Hogan, and the last one through here now is Chiancho. So this group out in front. I think Johnny Portwood is smooth out here. He's a bit of a metronome, is Portwood. What did he go through? 67, 68. So he's just outside of that through lap number 2. So they'll come down here, they'll get their 1K. That'll be a very good indication of what they've set themselves up to achieve. A couple maybe trying to achieve sub 15 for the first time, but it'll be no strange feat for John Portwood, who leads out from Ueka and then to Rattray. So that's been the only change here in the initial stages. 2:46 on the clock now, so he'll go through in about 2:55. Here will John Portwood. So 52, 53, 54, beat me to it, 54, 55. Ueka is going to go through 57, so's Rattray. And Doherty is going to go through right on that 3-minute marker. So top 4 on 15-minute pace. Johnny Portwood through. That's 3 laps to go for him now. Also, Sammy Duncan, Leslie, Rattray, Ueka. He's done well here, Nathaniel Ueka, just to keep Sammy Rattray at bay. He'll have to work pretty hard over the final 3 laps to continue that momentum, but he looks good, the man from Box Hill. Keeps out Rattray. Chiancho now through too. 800 metres to go, 12:40 on the clock. And so he'll be chasing after that sub-15 marker. So Johnny Portwood will be right on the edge of it. He needs to find a little bit, just a bit over this final 700. You can see that the head's down. He'll be asking the legs some questions. And he's tough as nails, Johnny Portwood. Now Ueka comes through here. Sammy Rattray. The teeth are clenched. And he is ready to go. So Sammy Rattray back to Nathaniel Ueka. There's a bit in that. I like this double. Now moving through here, Josh Doherty. Nick Finch. Ueka. Ueka sounds better. So Nathaniel Ueka. It is. Rattray in third. But coming down here to the sound of the bell. So we're on sub 15-minute watch. I reckon that's the best thing we can keep our eyes on here. And it's Johnny Portwood. He'll have to find everything here. 13:50, 51, certainly not out of the realm of possibility, but will just take an effort So Portwood now moves around Jabitsky. Behind there too is Brock Hogan, who's been really working off of his back. It's Nathaniel Wecker. So Yuka out there in front of Rat Ray. These two, this distance has maintained the whole way through between these two. 14, 15, 16, so they'll be on that 15:30 watch mark, you'd think. So Yuka through now, and Rat Ray not too far behind. So they're out and away into the final lap. Next one who will come through and get it is Josh Doherty. Entering into the straight now as well is the birthday boy and Nick Finch. But 150 metres to go. This is an all-out assault for the 15-minute marker from Johnny Portwood. He looked dead in the water 800 metres ago, and he's found new life. Found in the lane number 3 for John Portwood. Come on now. Let's give it to him. Johnny Portwood's got 10 seconds here to get under. So Portwood puts the head down. He's on 55, 56, 57, 8, 9. I reckon he's just under. Unofficially, of course. Johnny Portwood, tough as nails, is John Portwood. It can't be understated how hard that is to find the momentum in the last 400, but he's done it to a T. Yuka now comes through. This is a strong performance. He's managed to hold off Sammy Rat Ray. He's a hard finishing man, Sam Rat Ray, but I'll tell you what, Nathaniel Yuka has just put him in the rear view mirror and said, see you later. 15:30 watch for him a lap ago. He'll be right on it here. Well done, Nathaniel. Sam Rat Ray now for 3rd. There's your 1, 2, 3. They'll be on the dais. Well done, boys. Great racing. 38 now, unofficially there for Sam Rat Ray. And as they continue to make their way on through, no, he's not done. He's not done. He's got one more. As our next one moves their way through. Josh Doherty comes down. Nick Finch, a big finish for the birthday boy. 15:56 for him. And that was a blinding final part of his evening. Nick Finch, he really launched out of the track. The rest of them now are all on their last lap. So everybody here will be finishing things off. Harrison Jabinski will come on down. Hogan there for the Knox Colours. He's next one up. But Jabinski, he'll be just around that 16:30. In fact, he should be a fraction under it here. So great racing for him. It's Hogan now who will come through next. That's Brock Hogan from Knox. 16:28 unofficial there for Jabinski. Hogan now comes through. Well done to Brock. 16:34 right on that marker. Unofficially, of course, as the rest of our gentlemen come through. There could be a battle in this final 200. If you're looking at the top of the 200-metre start line there, there's going to be a little bit of heat in the final 150, you'd think. So these guys are going to continue to push on down. Next one through is Samuel Duncan out in the lane number 3 from Essendon. And he'll be around that 17:15 mark, maybe 17:10, somewhere between those two. So well done to him. Great racing as Duncan now comes down to finish off this A5000. And our final 2 competitors are also making their way through here now. And it'll be a quick finish here. You would think it's going to be Will Leslie from Box Hill. Checks the inside shoulder for Ciencio. And they'll go through under 17:30. So well done to all our men there in that A5000. The top 3, there'll be a presentation for you for great racing there for our men's 5,000 metres.